If you want a $200 Amazon gift card, all you have to do is give this show a 5-star rating and review, and I'll be sending someone this special gift. Just be sure to include your Instagram handle at the end of the review, because that is the way I will be reaching out and perhaps sliding into your DMs. So pause this episode and rate and review for your chance to get a $200 Amazon gift card. Did you know you swallow 5 to 7% of toothpaste every single time you brush your teeth? That's an entire blob of toothpaste every 7 days. And most commercial toothpastes are filled with harsh chemicals, artificial flavors, preservatives, titanium dioxide, and dyes. And I often get asked on my Instagram what toothpaste I recommend. And for a while, I was trying to find one with better for you ingredients and something that actually made my mouth feel great. Because I've tried so-called non-toxic toothpastes, but I never felt like they were actually getting the job done, if you know what I mean. And they didn't even leave my mouth feeling fresh. But I'm so glad to have stumbled across Bite toothpaste. These are actually tablets you put in your mouth and bite down on to start your brushing experience. Bite toothpaste bits are so convenient, you just pop a bit in your mouth, chew it up, and start brushing. It will turn to a paste just like you're used to, but with no plastic tube or messy paste. It took a few times for me to get used to it because my entire life I've been using a paste, but now I love them. I also love their mouthwash bits because I can carry these tablets wherever I go and do a quick rinse even in my car. Bite also now has a natural teeth whitening kit. So if you've been looking for a natural toothpaste without the paste, try Bite toothpaste tablets that come in glass jars to help reduce plastic waste and experience what I and so many others are obsessed with. Bite is offering my listeners 20% off your first order. Go to trybite.com/digest or use code DIGEST at checkout to claim this deal. That's trybite.com/digest. Hello, welcome back to the Digest This podcast. I'm your host, Bethany Cameron. This week's Bite of Knowledge is all about cucumber juice and the benefits. And for any new listeners, I just want to remind you, I do come out with 2 podcasts every week. One on Mondays, which is a Bite of Knowledge, and one on Wednesdays, where I interview someone. So you have 2 days out of the week to get all the knowledge and be smarter than your friends. All right, so celery juice. I know I said we're going to talk about cucumber juice, but I do want to tell you I am not a fan of celery juice. Never have been. In fact, I have a 2017 Instagram story highlight showcasing what happened to me after drinking a cup of celery juice. So go check out my Instagram story highlights to find out what happened. And all that said, I am a huge fan of cucumber juice. This will not upset the digestive tract, and in fact, it may help soothe it. I find it incredibly beneficial to my gut and notice a significant difference after I drink it. And honestly, I want to start drinking it on a regular basis, and here's why you should consider doing that as well. But before I get too far into this episode, I want to thank podcast listener Casey Callahan. Casey wrote, I've been following Bethany since 2018 when I was searching for answers after I came down with chronic digestive and hormone issues. No doctor seemed to be able to give me any answer, so I turned to my own research. I've been greatly encouraged and helped by Bethany and her healing journey while on my own. She is honest and knows from experience how to heal from the inside out. Wow. Thank you, Casey. I'm so glad you found me on Instagram and are now a loyal listener to the podcast. And to everyone that takes time out of their day to write a review means so much to me. I do read them and appreciate each and every one of you. Now, let's talk cucumber juice. Cucumber juice, it is packed with nutrients, including vitamin A, K, and C, some B family vitamins, copper, phosphorus, magnesium, iron, silica, calcium, potassium, dietary fiber, folate, zinc, electrolytes, as well as water to keep you super hydrated. But there's even more reason to start juicing and drinking cucumbers. Here's why. First of all, it helps detoxify the body. So the most common reason everyone seems to be adopting cucumber juice, this is why it detoxifies. It flushes out the toxins regularly from the body and improves bowel movements, which we all want, right? So thereby eliminating the unwanted stuff from our system. Secondly, it assists in balancing hormones. All right. So calcium is an integral element in the blood that affects hormone balance. If any hormonal gland in the body, like the pituitary or thyroid, is out of balance, regular consumption of cucumber can help regulate the hormonal levels back to normal, owing to its calcium levels. Next, increases immunity. So cucumber, obviously it's loaded with micronutrients and antioxidants that fight against several diseases. So besides the loads of benefits, cucumber boosts immunity in the body. And of course, it's loaded with water, so helps flush out all the bad stuff. It improves skin. Okay, so now this is pretty cool. Cucumber water is known to truly detoxify the body. It does this by flushing out all the unwanted toxins from the body, as well as improves the health and the texture of our skin. Apart from of course, the health benefits, cucumber has an irreplaceable spot in the beauty industry with its cooling, soothing, depuffing, and hydrating properties for the skin when applied topically. Strengthening bones. Okay, so a bowl of cucumber contains about 19% of vitamin K, which is actually considered the daily requirement. So vitamin K is needed by the body to produce proteins that are necessary for bones and tissue health. So get in that vitamin K through cucumber. Cucumber also keeps you hydrated. Now, that's a pretty known fact. That's probably one of the most common attributes when people think of cucumber because of its high water content. So if plain water is boring for you, then cucumber juice is a great way to fulfill your water intake. Add a squeeze of lemon for an even more refreshing taste. I even love chopping up cucumbers and adding them to my daily smoothies. So just be sure when you do chop them up, be sure to skin them prior to chopping and freezing them, because the skins can actually be irritating to the digestive tract. So that is a big misstep when people with digestive issues eat cucumbers. So remember, always peel away the skins before enjoying the gut-soothing inside flesh. Cucumber also helps with cholesterol. There was a study conducted that having 500 milligrams of cucumber daily showed a favorable effect on the lipid profile in adult patients. So it is usually recommended to take cucumber juice regularly to increase the good HDL cholesterol and reduce the unwanted LDL cholesterol. This is a fun little fact about cucumbers. So it helps in blood coagulation. When you are deficient in vitamin K, it shows in heavy periods, bleeding noses, hemorrhoids, etc. So cucumber juice can help in this by just the content of vitamin A it contains, which I previously mentioned. So blood coagulation, fun fact. Cucumbers can also help improve sleep. Now, sleep is the number one most important thing we need for our bodies to heal. Because I know that different foods affect the gut in different ways. I choose to eat things at certain times. Cucumber digests super easily and relieves stress on the body. So maybe having a cup of cucumber juice at night could help with your sleep. And also because the levels of magnesium found in cucumbers, they have been shown to be very helpful in aiding in sleep as well. So maybe have a glass of cucumber maybe an hour or two before you go to bed. Now, I previously mentioned cucumber juice can benefit the skin. And one of the easiest and tastiest changes you can make to your daily skincare routine is sipping on some cucumber juice. Seriously, though, this is one of the cheapest and easiest ways for you to take your skincare routine to the next level. One of the best reasons to sip some cucumber juice daily is obviously for the skin. The benefits of cucumber juice on the face to reduce dark circles is no new news, right? So we all knew that, but ingesting it, having it internally, that can really, really benefit. And then of course, you can also apply it topically. So just add up on cucumber juice, you guys. Now, almost all the benefits of cucumber juice are increased when it is taken on an empty stomach and not as part of any meal. However, that's not to say that you can't incorporate it into your meals or at the end of the day. But if you want to get the best and most efficient benefits from cucumber, it is said to take it on an empty stomach. So maybe try some in the morning. I personally, I incorporate it throughout my different meals, different times of the day. So it's better to incorporate it any time of the day than not at all, right? So if you can't do it in the morning, don't let that detour you from just taking it when you can. Now, I know probably a lot of you are wondering, are there health risks or side effects from consuming too much cucumber juice? And really, there aren't any known cucumber juice side effects unless you are allergic to cucumber. So where do you get it? Do you buy it at the store? Does anyone sell it? Can you make it at home? Well, yes. First of all, you can make it at home, and this is how you do it. If you have a juicer, you can take some fresh cucumbers, wash, peel them, and then you can put them through your juicer, which obviously makes the juice. Now, you don't need to add any water at all. If you don't have a juicer, you can still peel away the skins and then put them in a blender. I think a lot of people have a blender, even like a small bullet-sized blender can do the trick. And then it'll make like a slushie, and it's super refreshing. I have a local juice shop in my town, and sometimes I'll even call them up. It's not on the menu. So if you have a mom and pop juice shop or, something local, not a chain store, and if you call them and ask, hey, can I just get some cucumber juice? They may be like, I don't know, that's kind of weird, but typically they'll do it if they're just a small local juice shop. So my juice shop here, they do it, and I just call and ask them, and I think they just charge me the same as they charge the celery juice that they make or some sort of drink. So that's another option if you don't have a juicer, if you just kind of want something refreshing, if you're out and about running errands, think about that. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please share it with friends and family, as well as in your own Instagram stories, and tag me so I can see. And of course, I would love to hear your thoughts as you leave a podcast rating and review. By reviewing and rating the podcast, you are helping support me and what I do and getting this podcast out into more ears that could benefit from this information. So thank you all for all your love and support, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for listening to this episode of Digest This. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review in your podcast app to let us know. If you're ever wondering how you can support me and this podcast, sharing it with your friends and family is the best way. This is a Resonant Media production produced by Drake Peterson and edited by Chris McComb. To email the show, message us at digestthispod@gmail.com. See you next time. The content of this show is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for individual medical and mental health advice and does not constitute a provider-patient relationship. As always, talk to your doctor or health team first.